Pisces. What are you putting at the forefront of your life? As the two fishes, Pisces. This week, I definitely advise you to flow, to let yourself surrender to whatever is happening with no judgment. Not be so much in the planning, I need to do this, too much in the masculine. Try to be more in the feminine. Flow, release control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. Look at this beauty. As a fish, Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, you are the one who knows how to let yourself go. And the only trouble that can come through is when this other fish, we're a dual sign, yeah, where this other fish is going into the other direction and is trying to drag us down. So the higher Pisces is the one that is able to go beyond itself, because if it stays in its actual frequency, it's always going to be confused, or going one way and then thinking the other way and being its own blockage. But once you have achieved this balance within you, where you're not letting yourself be dragged down, where you're not of service to anyone because you're too heavy, you're in a lower frequency, you are able to rise above and let yourself be moved by this ocean, by this higher force, this mystical experience. And that's where we're heading towards, Pisces, with this full moon in our own sign next Monday. So we don't want to be in the confusion and Neptunian energy, which is chaos, not knowing exactly where we are, yeah, the apocalypse. This is the complication, the drama of our mind, the labyrinth, the rabbit hole. But look, it came with the mask. As we take off the mask of our three-dimensional being, which is just the one that is operating from memory, as we surrender to the moment, to the flow of the wave, knowing that the wave just comes and goes, but that deep down in the ocean is always silent. This empty room, Pisces, hermit mode. By the way, remember how we've been having number 18 a lot? It's not here today, but 18 is 9, and it's the hermit card in the major arcana in the tarot, which has to do with this empty room. Yesterday, remember, we had the void. We had this cosmic womb, which is our soul, from where we all come from this 0 point where there's no memory, from where we can manifest anything, all possibility, the infinity is available to us. But first we have to destroy the duality. See how there's those stars here working together? Those two physical eyes, this wolf, needs to become only one. And as you learn more about who you are, you have know yourself, meditate. Who am I? Veil is lifting, opening. By the way, look at how she's meditating. She's actually dancing. She's very happy about meditating. She's not serious here, right? That's really important aspect of meditation, where it's not a hard thing. It's not something we do. It's something, it's not even a thing. We just relax in this emptiness. we realize the empty room that is our vessel, which we need to nurture, right? Nurture, self-healing, Ruby Ray, birthing the new earth, number 11, master number. Could be significant for you as well as 99 and 55 today. 9955, yeah? 5, big shift. So, getting into this feminine energy, which is nurturing, which is being, feeling our own sense of self. But which self are we talking about here? Right, Pisces? Who are you actually deeper than all of the drama and the superficial stuff? The coming and going, the impermanence of everything, up and down. There is a space that is much more empty, that is true and permanent, that is not a mask. Look at those colors here. The mask is just the construction of our personality from the past, where to survive in this world, the ego has had to strengthen, have a sense of identity. This is who I am, and I will fight to stay alive. This is the ego. It wants to stay alive. It doesn't want to die. But once that's uncovered, when you realize, okay, this is an identity, the one that I need. It's not bad, the ego. We need the ego to perform in this life, yeah? It's like an act in a certain way. A mask. Drama. Theater. But then deeper than that, we realize through suffering that there is a deeper sense of peace and something beyond ourselves that is not confused, that is always omniscient, that is not one opinion, one identity. It englobes total. And meditation, all that it is to recognize this space within ourselves, deeper within ourselves. And slowly but surely, every day as we nurture it, as we nurture this space, as we become more familiar with this space, we are able to let this space that is much more expensive than our little boxy identity take the forefront of our life. So it's like at one point you're able to go through this life, through everything that needs to be done, but you're not you. There's no one there to do anything anymore. You're just always such in the present moment that you are fully open. To be fully open, you cannot have the boundaries of the personality, because if there's boundaries of the personality, you're already closed off to the moment. You're not living the moment as it is. You're living the moment as a construction of who you are or think you are. So the key here is to realize the depth of our soul and the higher force that we are part of completely. That we are part of this ocean. We can flow with it. And that it is an illusion that we are separated from anything. So the separation is just that I'm saying this is me, and you're putting boundaries. But once you let that go, you surrender, you start feeling your heart open, you start feeling more expansive, you start having no judgment really, you just become the silence more and more and more. And then thus you're able to go through life in a much more magical way, because you're aware of everything happening, but it's not affecting you in the way that you were attached to it as a personality. So this destroyer, this death process where you become empty, is actually you reach the fullness of the ocean. So it's a paradox. It's not that you die and then there's nothing left. Actually, when there's nothing left, when you are gone, you, this box, when you are gone, you reach the total. And so if you can live your life as that, magic starts occurring, signs, synchronicities, because you're in the flow. You're connected to this higher frequency, and you are rising to Pleiadian frequencies. Sacred bond, healing clears space for higher energies. So this whole process we've been going through, and that's really the curse and blessing of Pisces when it's incarnated as the last sign of the zodiac that has gone through all the lessons of all the other signs. It has this higher awareness. As it's going through so much darkness, it rises higher because you have this connection intrinsically in you, Pisces. You're a mystic. You are a mentor in some sort of way. So remember the magic of what we go through. It's all about this focus internally and about letting this fire of transformation take place. Number 10, by the way, could be very significant. We saw it 3 times yesterday in the tarot reading. Radical purification. Radical Pisces. Violet flame. Surrendering. Resurrection. Nothing less than that, Pisces. Being completely resurrected. And the one that came just after, which I love, is angelic wands. We were talking about the angels being by our sides at this time as we're going through this transformation that is really not easy, but they're here. Divine healing is upon you. Divine grace and divine guidance. Look at this one. So, Pisces, you are slowly but surely rising. And your heart is opening. And it's hard for the heart to truly open, because for it to be open, as we saw, it has to be broken. But remember that as you allow yourself to be truly vulnerable to all of it, to all of life, when you recognize that life is hurtful but also is full of joy, when you recognize that you cannot feel love if you don't feel pain, that is the bottom line of it. Maybe that can give you more strength to go through whatever you're going through, and just know that as you flow more with it, as you allow this divine will to take you, this ocean to take you, this week especially, Pisces, just know that slowly but surely this silence will take over you, and you won't need as much focus internally, because it's just in the beginning. We need to just rewire our being. That's all it is. There's just layers and layers and layers of stuff, yeah? But as you get into new habits, which is more silence, which is more focus, dropping the mind into the heart, allowing the unseen to unveil itself, being connected more to the unseen, to this third eye, from the 2 physical eyes to the third eye, the internal eye. As you know yourself better, Pisces, it's going to flow and flow and flow easier and easier and easier. And recognize that meditation is not work. It's not a masculine energy. It's a feminine. It's an opening. It's just nurturing your internal world. That's all it is. Just having some time that you put aside every day for that. And then it will become such a natural thing that you will just be inside all the time. You will be in a meditative state all the time, which is really what it is. It's not just I'm gonna sit, meditate, and then I'm gonna be doing this. At the beginning it is that we are in and out, but it's a process, a repetitive process, which takes some time. But don't think about time. Just be in the moment, because it could happen very spontaneously. Grace, divine healing is upon you. So it only demands openness and being willing to be vulnerable, which is the most difficult, because the ego doesn't want to be hurt. It doesn't want to die. It wants to survive all the time. But when you recognize that actually you, the spirit, the soul, the permanence, which is not your body is impermanent. The ego is impermanent. It's just an illusion of a construction of identity. When you recognize that you are deeper, the truth, the permanence is that you don't even die, because nothing dies. Energy doesn't die. It only transforms itself. From hard to liquid, from gas, water, to air. I mean, it's like everything, nothing dies. When your body dies, it goes into the earth and it nurtures the earth, and the earth eats. It's food for the earth. The earth is not dead, it continues. So when you experience the death of a loved one, for example, you see their body dead, yeah. Or even animals, when there's on the street that are dead from car accidents and stuff like that. You see that their body, there's nobody there. That is not the life. That is not the life within you. That is not who they are, and that is not who we are. And you can experience actually, let's say, a loved one much closer to you when they are only in spirit, not in their body. So questioning, what is the truth? Is this physical, material dimension, or is there something higher? And when we talk about the new earth, it's not a physical place, it's just a higher dimension. When we say 5D, 5 dimension, who cares about numbers? Who knows about numbers, really? What we know is that there is a solidified aspect here, but science is also showing that, we are energy. It is energy. All of this is energy that has formed matter. But at the end of the day, we can live at the frequency we want. That's our choice. And at this time, a lot of people are awakening to that and raising their frequency, which is simply allowing more space and light within ourselves, and letting all the heaviness of the untruth, the emotions, all of that, feeling it, but knowing that it's just coming and going as waves, but that the truth of ourselves is that we are this ocean. We are this depth. Yeah, Pisces? So that's really critical here, that we are planting this new seed, and we are the ones planting it. That is the free will that we have. It's like this beautiful dance between the universe when we are actually in flow, is that we put some action, but we put a seed, but then we also allow a higher force to let it grow. And it's like we are in this perpetual dance where we're not just waiting for things to happen like that, we have to put some action, definitely focus, definitely the power of our mind, but it's more about the clarity as we find more depth within ourselves and surrender more. When we are in the flow, things start happening more effortlessly, Pisces. And to finish here, you got the nectar and the castle with those pearls all around here. So I really feel that this is the abundance that we're going towards, Pisces. As you find the nectar within you, the fragrance that you are, and the fragrance that you choose to the perfume that you let out is what gets into the world, into manifestation, but also what touches other people, other energy fields. It is so crucial to find our nectar. With my eye closed here, there's love here. The true heart. As we become only this love, this perfume, this flower, Pisces, we let this flower be vulnerable and unfold. Vulnerability. You will be guided, Pisces. You will be embraced by the unseen. You will experience divine grace and divine guidance. So don't be afraid, Pisces, okay? Don't be afraid of the empty room, the hermit mode. Silence can be very scary. That's why everybody is escaping it, and noise and doing and, everything. But they're never satisfied because there's always something else, yeah? The key, the heart of the matter is in this empty room, Pisces. And just know that during this transformation, you are surrounded by all those angels, this angelic presence. And here, I didn't see this one, I was going to forget about it. You have shine your light. Wise action. This was action, yeah? Putting a little bit of action, letting it go. Space for grace. So action and then letting the space for it to nurture, to grow. Kuan Yin, which is the compassionate goddess. Pisces, shine your light. It's time. Okay? I love you. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in your tarot reading. Take care.